Hello everybody, welcome back to the video. In today's video, I'm going to go over the catalog flashback for Labor Day sale 2016 on Roblox. So yeah, let's get started. So if you don't know what the catalog flashback series is, it's pretty much a series where I go over a past catalog update or event just for nostalgia's sake because it's fun to look back at some of the things that happened in Roblox's past. And I've been kind of doing it for these kind of sales and random weekends as well as some events too. But once again, Labor Day is coming back up again this year, so I wanted to look back at one of the Labor Day sales in the past. We already covered 2015, so let's go 1 year forward in 2016. And I think people actually forget about this sale quite a lot, but there's actually quite a few pretty big items that released during this sale, so there's definitely quite a lot to cover. And similarly to a lot of the other catalog flashbacks I've done on these kind of bigger sales, I'm going to split it up into 4 parts, with each day of the sale being a different part. So this first video right here is going to be covering the first day of the sale, then the next 3 will cover the second day, third day, and the last day. So yeah, the first day right over here started off on the Friday, September 2nd, and usually all these sales kind of start off with discounts right over here, and this one did the same, starting off with a couple of discounts here. So we had a 60% off on the Bombo bundle right over here. It was just kind of to 100 Robux. It was originally 250, so that was a pretty good discount. Next up, we had the Roblox Death Speaker discounted from 17,000 to 12,500, so also another pretty big discount. We had the Telmon's Business Casual discounted from 500 to 250, as well as a new item release just shortly after that with the DIY Rainbow Shaggy for 150 Robux only for a timer of 4 days, so it was on sale the duration of the entire sale right over there. So for the discounts right over here, they're all pretty much still available right over here. This is the one that was 100 only during the sale, pretty nice one, still available. Same with this one, is still available, has a bunch of favorites, a very popular item here, so if you were able to get it while it was discount, that was a pretty good decision. And then the next one, this is still available as well, so not too bad of a choice have been discounted. Next up, we have the DIY Shaggy right over here. As you can see, it is actually limited now, so it actually has done pretty well since it returned as limited, since it was only 150 Robux. Originally, you definitely made a profit if you were an original owner right over here. Got a decent amount of owners, so it'll probably do good in the future if it has the demand for it, and it seems to be doing pretty well in terms of sales, selling around once a day, so not too bad over here. A pretty cool item to have gotten during the sale, and one that's doing pretty well now as a limited item. Next up, we did get some more new items after the Shaggy right over there. We got the Donut Scarf for 100 Robux. We did also get these golden nunchucks for 1,000 Robux for a timer of 3 days right over there. Now, Donut Scarf right over here, just kind of a random item to have been released. It's still available today though, so if you do want to get it, it is still here on sale. It's a pretty nice item though, if you are kind of looking for like a sweets kind of look, so not too bad over there. And then this next one, the golden nunchucks. It was a pretty expensive gear item. A lot of these golden gear items that are released during these sales that are limited time only end up being pretty expensive, so it makes sense with the pricing right over there that it ended up not getting that many owners, with it getting a little bit less than 300 owners. So if it ever did return as limited, it would do pretty well as it doesn't have that many owners, but it's pretty unlikely for a gear item to return at this point, so if you got it, it's likely just going to stay off sale at this point. Next up, after the nunchucks, we did get a pretty big wave of items going limited. We did get the Gold Like a Troll going limited right over there. We had the Halloween Harbinger going limited as well, and then we also got the Gilded Wings of Glory going limited, as well as the Roblox Keeper going limited. So 4 different items that all ended up going limited here. First up, we have Gold Like a Troll. This one obviously did pretty well, has only 49 owners, so very rare item. These Gold Like items typically do pretty well over time because they all are pretty rare. There is a bit of a demand issue here as there are quite a few items in this series and they all look pretty much the same, so they might not have the highest demand, but they do sell pretty high right over there, and especially the rare ones do pretty well over time, so not too bad if you got it originally. It was definitely able to make a profit as limited here. Next up over here, we had the Halloween Harbinger. This is actually a pretty nice item for Halloween. It seems to do well every year around that time. It's a pretty interesting looking item. Is this kind of like scarecrow looking sphere right over here, so not too bad. It has a bit more owners than the Shaggy and it's doing around the same too, so not too bad if you got it originally. It is doing pretty decent right now. Next up, Gilded Wings of Glory. I think these were actually on sale before they went limited, so they were up for around 1,000 Robux and then they went limited with 3,000 owners. They are a pretty cool looking wing item right over here. There are quite a few different versions of this one. We even got a recent retexture with the Vault Wings from the Hunt event, so definitely not too bad. Roblox still pays attention to them at least, so a pretty cool item. Seems to have done actually really well compared to its original price, so if you're able to get it originally, you're definitely able to make a nice profit right over here. Next up, Roblox Keeper. I think the same case as the Gilded Wings of Glory. I think they were on sale before they went limited for around 350 Robux right over here, so definitely another one that did pretty well after going limited. It seems to have done pretty well actually at the beginning of the year, has dropped down a bit since then, but still a pretty nice item. It's a part of the Roblox series, so usually items in this series end up doing well over time anyways, so not too bad if you're able to to get that one when it originally released, as it is doing pretty well as limited. Next up, we did get another wave of quite a few things. We did get some discounts right over here, with the face getting decreased to 35 Robux, as well as the face getting decreased to only 5 Robux, which is pretty cheap. We did also get the Blue Bandit top hat going limited right over here, as well as the Ultimate Victory getting a discount as well right over here to 90 Robux. So first up right over here, the face, once again another very popular item right over here that was discounted. It is off sale now because of the new dynamic head that replaced it, so if you're able to get it as a discount right over here, you're practically buying an off sale item, so not so bad over here. Pretty nice face if you're able to get it. Same case here with Gur, was pretty cheap as a discount, but did go off sale here as it got replaced by its dynamic head, so once again you practically bought an off sale item. Not as popular as the other face, but still a pretty popular item with over 100,000 favorites, so not so bad over there. Next up, Blue Bandit top hat. This one actually has done very well as of recent. Was around 25,000 at the beginning of the year, but has moved over to around 40 right now, so definitely pretty good. Also jumps up quite a lot, so an item you wouldn't really expect to be that expensive, as these top hats usually don't go that high, but this one actually has done pretty well recently, so if you're able to get this one originally, it was definitely a pretty nice item. I think it came out of the Telemon's mystery box thing, so it has around 2,000 owners, so not a bad item nonetheless if you were able to get it when it originally released. And then Ultimate Victory right over here was discounted, but it has since gone limited, has quite a few owners, over 500,000, so definitely not going to be the most expensive thing in the world, but it is a very well liked item, looks pretty good on a lot of different outfits, so not a bad choice if you got it originally, as it is doing pretty decent as limited right now. And the last few things here for this day, we did have these blue butterflies over here that were discounted, but for some reason these were actually also added a timer to them, so they were discounted as well as a timer was added, so they did go off sale after their discount. We do also have the maroon felt trilby right over here that was discounted for 25 Robux only, as well as Renegade Monster going off sale in a day right over here for only 500. So over here, blue butterflies, this one was discounted from its original price, so it was available for 200 during the sale, but it did go off sale during this sale as well, so if you're able to get it for a discount, it did go off sale right after that, so not a bad item. I think if this item still was on sale during the modern day, it would actually be a very popular item. This definitely seems like something people would be interested in, so if it did go limited, I would definitely see it as a very expensive item, despite it might having a bit more owners than some of the other items we've covered. Next up, maroon felt trilby right over here. This one actually did go back up in price. It does actually still have the description saying it is discounted from all the way back in 2016, so they never fixed it here, but at least you know that once you see this item and you see discount, now you know it's from the Labor Day sale that they did forget to remove this from, so pretty cool right over there. Not a very popular item, but actually it's pretty rare because of how underrated it is. And the last item right over here from the first day, Renegade Monster. It seems like it was a regular item for a couple of years before this, but then it did add a timer to it and it did go off sale afterwards. So if you're able to get it as an original owner while it was available, it's pretty cool, as it hasn't returned since. It's a pretty nice looking hood too, with a little mask in the front, so overall a pretty cool limited time item to have gotten during the sale before it did go off sale. But yeah, that was the first day of the Labor Day sale 2016. Once again, I will be making more videos covering the rest of the sale, one part for each day, but the sale definitely turned out to be pretty successful on the first day, so we'll see if this pattern continues for the next few days. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.